We got a little special treat at the end for everybody. Luke, are you ready to ride today? Remember what you're doing? Clutch is on the left. Rip and rip. Twist that wrist. Alright, everybody, make some noise for Luke Evans. I think he forgot what he was doing. For everyone that didn't catch the very first show, we have Luke Evans. He's currently one of the top 3 stunt riders in the world. He travels all over doing shows, competitions, rides in all over. See him doing a little bit of drift action down here. I don't know, everybody goes to see cars. You see that little bunny hop right there? Stop with a little kangaroo bunny hop at the end. Going up this little championship wheelie, want everyone to make some noise for him. Like I said, he rides better when the crowd gets just getting warmed up now. He's tired and lazy right now. See that real nice stopping right there where he's carving it? It's difficult to keep the balance while putting on the wheel. A little shuffle it's called. We'd like to thank North Adam for having us here. We'd like to thank Ronnie Cycle, LDR Racing. LDR Racing is an Amsoil sales. It's the only thing that keeps Luke's motorcycle running. Never has motorcycle. More information on Amsoil products. You can come see Brian to my left. He'll answer any questions. He'll give us some really cool products and some information. Woo! Everybody enjoying this show today? It's a beautiful day out here. Championship wheelie. He is riding the 2003 Kawasaki 636. It's actually got a custom frame. It's got 2 fans in that radiator to keep this bike cool. I like to tell them it's the only 2 fans in there. Everybody is going out, right? Make sure you stick around for the end of the show. A little high chair burnout. You'll notice when he's doing a burnout like that, if you notice his front right hand right there, he's on the front brake. He's just dragging the right amount of pressure to keep that resistance and all that back tire to spin. But the lot of but when he's drifting, he does not use any front brake. And keep an eye on his knees and his body motion as he puts it into those circles. And that's how he manipulates the bike of which way he wants to go. Look at that, no-handed circle wheelie. Pretty incredible, isn't it? Look at that control. Now he's switching it up to go back the other way. Once an exhaust pipe almost pushes the ground. He is getting it lower, wider, and faster than anybody in the world. Tightening it up real nice with a little depth spin. Look at that, switching back to a Ralph Louis. Notice how he's just comboing out, and when you see him on a wheelie, he is actually controlling the height of the wheelie with his rear brake. Now he has a rear brake underneath his clutch lever when he's not able to cover the right side foot brake. A little underhand grip, that trick right there is called the stranger. See when he drifts it, all that is 10,000 RPM. All throttle control, he's got rear wheel spinning. If you let go, the bike's gonna high side right out. And like I said, he can bounce that thing off rev limiter all day long, but running AMSOIL, I'll tell you what, never ever a problem. Look how deep he carves that stoppie to 270. Oh, nice job. That's a real nice shuffle. Like I said, he competition rides. He trains probably 6 days a week, 3 to 4 hours a day on average, and has been doing it for about 8 years. Come on, everybody, make some noise for Luke Duke Emmons. They want to hear you say something. They've seen you ride. Now they're going to hear you. That bike is already smoking hot right now. Why? I think your 2 fans on your bike have let you down. You're only 2 fans. Hope you guys are enjoying the show so far. We're just doing a little warm-up, getting the tires heated up, getting the engine way overheated. Next segment, I'd like to take the opportunity to introduce my loving, beautiful, caring wife, Nicole. Wave to the crowd, Nicole. We've been riding Tandem together for about 3 years. She begged me to do it. I told her I wouldn't because I didn't want her to get hurt. You guys will soon find out she's a lot more fearless and dangerous than I am. She adds a lot to the show. She's a great person. And hope you guys enjoy what you see. Alright, again, we'd like to thank the city of North Adams and Ronnie Cycle for having us down here. All right. Like I said, Ronnie's is the one that made this possible for Luke to come up here. Luke signed some shirts for him earlier. You'd like to go check out over in the tent over there, see if there's any left. I know they were going pretty good. Shockingly enough, with Luke's signature on them. Big bud. Crazier than him, like he said. I personally don't think it was her begging him. I think it was something more like him begging her to make him look a little better. It's extremely difficult for people. Can anyone imagine dumping their wife off a bike doing this, then having to go home? You ask for dinner. He said McDonald's a lot. Wears the same socks for 3 days in a row because she won't do his laundry. Tandem with her on the back and full spreader. She's completely white-knuckling it right now, holding on for dear life. Look at her closely through her helmet. Her eyes aren't even open. She doesn't want to see what's going on. Look at that. Volunteer to take a position, but when it actually comes down to it, I don't think it's there's anybody out here that would actually want to be sitting on that bike with him. Has anyone ever seen this before? I know sometimes there's these cowboy guys on the highway, danger wheeling. That's not what we're trying to promote here. We're trying to promote to do it in a safe, closed environment. This sport's really hard to promote because there's so many people doing it illegally. So we definitely don't promote that. It's really hard right here. There's a lot of weight in that bike. That rear brake has to hold it up. You'll see his left hand playing with the clutch and the brake as it's just dumping water all over that rear tire. Tandem circles. I know people that have been practicing stunt riding for 4 years and can't do that by themselves. Come on, everybody, make some noise from Nicole and Luke. Does she even look comfortable up there? He says that she was begging to go on. I am not buying it. Look at that right there. Now you can see how he's got to manipulate his arm position, his body language. And just keep in mind, if he was to chop down on that throttle and put that wheelie down in kind of a mousetrap fashion, you're probably going to have a really bad day. You notice that they got full gear on. Those are padded jackets, helmets, gloves. Nicole actually has some padded racing pants. And even Luke's pants have Kevlar reinforcements. You can never be too safe out there. Come on, Luke, keep it PG. There are kids here. There are kids.
You're okay, bud. You're okay.
Right here. Are you kidding me? Dragging that hand. Now, 2 or 3 weeks ago, we were at another show in Connecticut, and she actually slid about 8 to 10 inches. Almost broke her wrist, and Luke almost drove right over the top of her. They had to park the bike after that one. Come on, everybody, make some noise, because that is pretty crazy right there. I personally think she makes the entire show. He's trying to drive this bike around a little bit because it is getting too hot. You'll see that water when he's up on a wheelie and boiling right over. That doesn't start till about 230, 235. So it'll probably be about 250 by the end of the show. Go ahead, buddy, kiss and make up with her. That trick right there is called the kiss of death. If he doesn't stop in time, he's dead. Not her, him. Probably gonna drop kick him. Look at this girl drifting right here. You see this a lot in cars? But like I said, it's all about throttle control and keeping that rear tire spinning. If the tire stops spinning, it's gonna gain traction and flip you right out to the high side of that circle. Make sure you don't put that front tire into her. Sometimes he gets awful close. He doesn't know whether to run or just sit there and hopefully he doesn't hit her. Watch out, there's a curve over there. The parking lot stops. Come on, everybody, make some noise for Nicole. All right, Luke's gonna say a couple of things about what he does in competition style riding in the various different categories. Look at that bike boiling over. Do not worry, there's only water in there.
hot. Actually, I'm just using this time to cool myself off, dude. I am boiling hot. Yeah! You guys like the show so far? Awesome. We're about halfway through it. I'm going to go over some stuff on competition riding. Keith probably went over some of the accomplishments I've had in the past couple years. Yeah, Keith says it's a short list. Thanks, buddy. But yeah, I'm going to go over the 4 basic categories of stunt riding. You have wheelies, which you guys of course all know what wheelies are. Endos, which is riding on the front wheel, or stoppies. And burnouts, which everyone loves burnouts here, right? We didn't bring this other beautiful bike just for decoration. That bike is a big surprise at the end, so if you guys will make some extra noise for that one, we might not leave with a tire on the back of the bike. Keith just peeled the sticker off of that tire, by the way. So the last category is acrobatics. I'm going to go demonstrate a few of those categories, and then we're going to end with a bang. I want to thank Ronnie Cycle for having us, LDA Marketing. I get my AMSoil from them. I have never blown a motor running AMSoil. That's how good this stuff is. It just keeps the bike like so lubricated. It's just poured out about half the radiator's worth of water, and it'll start right back up as soon as the show is over. I want to thank Speed and Strength.
Now when he's jumping around like that, it's extremely hard to keep the front wheel up, because when you stand on the rear seat, the bike's front end feels a lot lighter. When he's jumping around, he wants to come down. See how that foot drag to a 50-50 right there? Just to get your legs through the bars. That's why you see him stretching. His little yoga, whatever he does. Circles. Those are extremely difficult. Double foot down. See, a little bobble, like a double toe touch right there. Will be the difference between a first, second, maybe even a third place in a competition. Like that. He has that padding in the seat and the gas tank dented, but it doesn't hold you up there that well. So you gotta kind of hold yourself up there, keep a stiff enough arm for that, but still maintain being able to use that throttle, which is extremely difficult. Look at these sit down. Watch how tight he gets these things spinning. Look how sick that is. You see how he keeps halfway standing up? He's just manipulating that bike around in a circle, just trying to get it to keep going. A lot of frustrating practice sessions with him, that's for sure. Notice this real nice tall stopping. Tall stopping, endos. Definitely not nose wheelies. Now these are different than a wheelie, obviously, because you're in the front wheel instead of the back. But with the back wheel, when you're up in a wheelie, you're able to control the angle. You check your rear brake and that puts your nose down. Now on a stoppie, you roll into it with about 90% of your brake pressure to get the tire lifted. He lets off, rolls in about 10 pounds, 10% of pressure. But if he happens to go too steep, the only way that it goes is like coming straight. Back tire while still rolling through it. It's actually extremely difficult. Hey, the can's over there. You're missing it. Can you hear the crowd? Come on, everybody, make some noise. I promise you, if you get loud enough, backs are just 100% gut check. Look at this sit and switchback. Look at that switchback elevator. There's only 2 other guys in the entire world attempting that, not even landing it. Now, when he sits switchback like that, you'll probably see him do it a little bit later. It's extremely hard. Next time you're on your motorcycle, or against your motorcycle, you try to figure out how to use the throttle, the clutch, and the brake with your hands upside down and backwards. Alright, now this is a run that he actually just did in Los Angeles 3 weeks ago where he came in first place, and actually it was an international event because people from Europe and Asia were here. So what it is, it's a 2-minute run, trying to get as many categories of those 4. They judge it on execution, look at that car, that lean angle on that stop, he's turning 270. Again, all while his bike is boiling up. On his rear tire, that is only water, we're not boiling it up. We got a beautiful town here. Look how wide he's going. Look, notice how he bends his legs and everything to keep himself tucked in there. Into a nice death spin real low. And that little bobble right there where the after bend. Little bobble right there, that's how technical it is. Notice you got the underhand grip, no hand circle. Now he can do those no hand circles for days, but like I said, it's a 2-minute run, you're going to fit everything in there. And this is actually his backup bike. His other bike is currently in New Mexico right now for a competition. He's has to go to the airport tomorrow. Would you like to see it out there so far? Come on, everybody, make the noise for Rich Emmons and Paul Emmons. All right, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out. We will be doing another show at 2 o'clock. If you want to come up here, he's got some posters, some t-shirts.